So what have we done here today then?
So far, we've put the aluminium solid mounts in. Just used the M20 bolt with some washers to basically put through there, space it out so you can thread the nut, and just use a 30mm spanner and push them in. So far, well, we've all done all four now.
They're all in.
Yeah, all ready to be mounted up.
Before anyone says, I know they're the wrong way around.
Yeah, we put them wrong way around because
just for a reason.
Are slightly too long. So if you would put the flat surface the right way up, you couldn't actually bolt it up onto the frame because the shank's too long.
That shouldn't give us any problems though.
Yeah, so it should be fine this way anyway. You've got all that surface to bolt against the frame. But yeah, that's basically that. And now we got to move on to the frame. Easiest way to explain. Oh, and I've spilled the oil.
Oh dear.
We got to start doing them bits now to mount the two bits of the subframes, and then try and line the bars going across here to the rear mounts. Subframe.
So I've done part this side so far. Just tacked in place. It's not permanently welded yet. Yeah. Because we're not using a jig, which we should be, but yeah, it's fairly straight. It's straight enough for what I want it for. All right.
Basically that.
And then we'll keep you updated what we do next. I think we're gonna go make them fit the back on. Hello. We've done a bit more.
So far, we've got the front mounts, all the bits tacked up on the frame. It's a nice and tight fit. Needed a little bit of dremeling on the holes because one of the holes were like 2mm out. Just doing the rear mounts, and
measurements are slightly out.
as you can see, the box needs to be lower, but for some reason the measurements were wrong. So we're just gonna do some cutouts so they slot onto these two bars. As you can see here, we'll cut them out, and then it should be level with the subframe. Bolt up lovely. We're just going to do that, and then I'll continue recording.
They're not going that far, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
All good?
Yeah. And that's that done. And that is basically what we're talking about. The subframe's already sort of in line with the front, so these don't have to have as high tolerances.
Still a bit out, isn't it?
Huh?
Still a bit out.
Fucking hell. Wow, you got that much hang on it. Oh, try that side.
This side is perfect. Close to it anyway.
Yeah.
You could probably do with dropping a little bit that side.
Yeah.
I guess when my mouth's a little bit tweaked up.
Huh?
The bottle's not quite lined up either.
No? Oh, it's a bit off, isn't it? A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
So, just battle it down,
Yeah.
play with it, you know, give it a slap and tickle, it'll be all good.
So, what we've done now is made them slots on both sides and lined it up straight, and then now he's going to just weld the frame up.
A lot of bloody welding.
Yeah, a lot of different
Different angles.
corners and angles to weld up.
There. So we just welded up everything, flipped it over upside down so we could get the underside welds. All went all right. Some not too good, but they're all right. They'll do. Yeah, I think the next step is to be putting bits on so we can attach some wiggles.
Yes.
But to be fair, I'm going fairly quick with it. I welded all this up in a matter of, what, 2 hours at most? Which, God knows how much welding, how many lines there were, but there's a lot. And I've just finished off doing like 22 of them on that underside of it here, so times that by 4. I'll give you a rough estimate.
Couple of meters of weld.
Yes. And all the fronts on now, I just need to tighten up a little bit. But it's all good.
It's all there.
All there now. Just got to flip this thing over.
Yeah.
Which is extremely heavy at the moment. So this is where we got up to now. We're just putting the arms on. We haven't refurbed them yet. We're just getting them on. But these all look nice bits. I've done this side so far, but I'll show you how to do the next side if you're interested. If not, skip this part. Right. Let's see what we can do. Is make sure all these ends are all screwed in, because you screw them and they come out to make the adjustment. Obviously, just make sure they're all the way in. Get your bolt, which in this case had an adjustable camber bolt, but it will just be there just to serve as a what's it from now on. So that goes in there. Right, it's all finger tight at the moment. I'll get another one, make sure they're loose but they're all together. Take the old side off, one way or the other. Bit of a squeeze. There we go. So we got all our arms in there now. Now it's just a case of doing the heavy lifting bit. So get your bolt ready. So it turned out that I had one of the bolts were on something else, so changed it over, but it's here now. So after adjusting that, it fits in there. Get your nut on the back of it. And I believe everything just needs tightening up now. Once it's all tight, we can put some wheels on it. Yeah. So we've got all this all done up tight now. I've got to fit that wheel in there. Got some shit there. Centre ring. So, here we go then. This is the rear wheels. That's the rear setup. It looks like a fucking monster truck at the moment. It does, but we'll see what it does when it comes down. We're off. So at the moment we've got a bit of camber. We have a bit of camber by the looks of it. But that's no worries, we'll sort that out. But we're getting to a car now. Believe it or not, apart from these front bits here, it was all done in one day. Apart from cutting the material and drilling holes, obviously. But that was the last video. All that you see today is done in one day, and not taking too long, I don't think either. But all right, I'll go and bolt them shafts on.
Go on. There we go. It's out. Another day of just doing a bit of bits and bobs on the Justy project. Just putting the anti-roll bars on, front and back, and just tidying things up, mounted the rack up. Bolted up now with new rack boots and tie rod ends and track rods. Both wheel bearings been done now, so that's all good now. Just gotta start designing how the strut's gonna bolt up. But we just need some strut braces, so.
Get the old caster angle right as well when I do that. Should be around 6 degrees. Between 6 and 8 degrees. 8 degrees if you're drifting.
Alright, let's mount these.
So I'm probably going to go bang in the middle.
Cool, that's good.
It is only 2 millimeters.
The other one's a 16 and this one's a 16 as well, probably. Did you get it on there? What have you done now? Oh right.
I'm doing it.
I know the bush like went all wonky then.
And there we go. We've got a anti-roll bar now. On the front and rear.
Rear one's already mounted.
These are rated ones.
Yeah, which we got with the subframes. They were already bolted on. I think the anti-roll bars are like 200 odd quid on their own, and we got the subframes for like 300. So.
But I still didn't like the bloke.
Huh?
I still didn't like the bloke.
Nah.
It was a bit of a knob. Purely because he said he was going to send me some front hubs, brakes, and he sent them eventually, and one without a carrier because he was saving on postage.
So they were scrap. So instead we decided to buy uprated S14 calipers, which bolt straight on without the carriers, which is nice, and get a bit better braking performance.
I think I'm going to need it.
Well, the car's light enough, so
Yeah.
but I mean, I think they'll be fairly decent actually.
So we did a little bit more. We did put the anti-roll bar on now. Painted these front bits, which Jonas got a bit of paint in his hair. Put the wheels on just so it can sort of be movable. But yeah, it's not that big a wheelbase. Ugh. There we go. It's a Diddy car. But I have checked and it is my wheelbase, so it'll be good. But alright, that will conclude this video, because all we've got to do is put some arms on the front, which these, I can get some bolts for them before I can put them on. But other than that, we're pretty much done with the subframe. With the frame now, we'll just got to do the other bits and save up for the manual conversion for the 1UZ. Yeah, okie doke.